Okay, I have a 2007 Audi Q7 and I'm having an MMI problem. When you turn on the MMI, basically wants to turn on. And then that's what happens. It turns off. There's like a short circuit or something. That is the problem. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open this part right here. I'm gonna show you how to remove this part and bring this thing out, the card that is inside that went bad. So I already did this once, so it turned out that I removed the little card in here. I cleaned it up really well. It had a lot of syrup, like dried up syrup, like from sodas or whatnot. And so these buttons right here, they were like stuck. And so I washed this with hot water and some soap separately, and then that actually took care of that stickiness. So this part is being done, so I'm going to show you how to bring that card out. Like I said, I already did this once. I cleaned it out. It worked for like a couple hours, and then after that it kept doing the same thing, you know, it'll turn on and off, on and off. So, and at some point what happened was, when that was going on with the car, you will turn off the car, go home, and then literally the next day or like the next few days, if I didn't turn on the car, it will drain the battery because the car in the background was still trying to turn on and off the MMI. So yeah, let's go ahead and open it up and go from there. A couple things you're gonna need is basically T20, and you're gonna need your screwdriver and then some scissors just to open up your package right here, and that's pretty much it. Let's get to it. So you have 4 screws, so T20 Torx. So set them aside. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now you're detaching this part from this part. So set this aside. Now you're gonna work with this. So this also has 4 screws. These are T20s as well. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're gonna go ahead and remove those. Once you remove the bolts, now you can go ahead and remove this knobs right here. Simply pull them out, set them aside. Same thing with this one. Or you can actually leave this one. You can leave this one, it's fine. So what we're going to do is we'll put the toothpicks on the tabs all the way in as much as you can on one side. Okay, so now you're gonna start from one side, or you can do this. There's one. Second one. And there you go, the other 2. Okay, so pretty easy, so we don't break any tabs. So this, like I said, I had already cleaned it up. So It worked for like a couple hours, and then it started doing the same thing, turning on and off. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this. I'll put this part aside. This is what it looks like. Like I said, this was stuck, but this part right here, so since I have the start and stop button, you can remove that, and then you can literally dunk this whole thing right here in water, and hot water, and some soap, and that'll get rid of the stickiness. So all these buttons could be free. I already did this once, so you're gonna have a little rubber right here. This is to protect it from liquids. Clearly it didn't protect it at all, but there it is. There was syrup everywhere, all around. So I cleaned it up with alcohol, and like I said, it worked for like a couple hours, and then started doing the same thing. So right, this is what we're gonna change. Set it aside. Let's open our new card. Comes in a little package like that. And we're gonna reveal this. Let's see. Huh. It looks almost fake, but we'll see. Interesting. It's pretty much the same there. Okay, let's try it out, see what happens. So I ordered one on eBay. I replaced it, and no surprise, the MMI still wasn't working. So I was like, oh man, what happened now, right? So I moved over to, I was thinking, you know, I was researching online everywhere, and it turned out that they told me, oh yeah, you know what, most likely it's going to be your Bose amplifier. They usually get water damage. I live in California, so I mean, we don't get a lot of water. And then I inspected the Q7 here for any water leaks or anything, but everything was clean. And I even removed it from this, because it sits on this this metal plate. And then I was inspecting the metal plate too, and then zero water damage, or zero traces of water at all. So I was like, let me think. So this is not working. So then what I did was I went to the junkyard trying to find one amplifier, because they go for a pretty penny. They're about 400 bucks. So this is basically an optic fiber loop. It goes one side to the other, and it looks like that. So I saw on one of the videos online, there was this guy, and he said, you know what, this is your big connection for the Bose system. So you could actually put the loop on the other end that plugs into here. And I was like, okay, I have the loop, let's try it. So I just left this plug in, which is this one, the purple one, and then I disconnected this, and I plugged in this loop into it. So I went ahead, I turned on the MMI. It just turned on for a second. I'm guessing, you know, it tries to see if everything is working, everything is connecting, all the fiber optics or whatnot. So it turned off again. So I was like, ah man, what is going on? So it's something different. So like I said, this little Bose sits on this right here, like that, right? And so I was like, you know what, I already have the loop. I saw this little guy right here, and then there's this other little guy right here. Okay, so this one has also a plug for the fiber optic, and then this other one, the one for the Sirius XM, that one has also a fiber optic. And so there's one plug here, the green one, the brown one. You have the regular plug for power supply or whatnot, and then this is for the fiber optic. So I was just curious, so I went ahead and plugged it in. I didn't plug it in here, but I plugged it in here, so it was basically saying, you know, telling the signal that everything is fine. So I went ahead and plugged it in, and no surprise, the MMI started working. So if you guys have tried doing your MMI over there in the front, the board, you removed it, replaced it, it still doesn't work, you already try to see if this Bose amplifier is working, and you see there's no water leak or anything like that, then move on to the next one, which is this guy right here. And this was my problem, the Sirius XM one, the satellite radio. So the part number is 4E0035593. I mean, this is an old car. I don't think I'm gonna use Sirius XM anymore, you know. So I was happy that I didn't have to replace this guy, because this is, like I said, like 400 bucks. And so I'm gonna show you how I did it. All right. So basically, just go right here. I'm gonna connect the Bose. That's plugged in, and then this one, like I was saying, I plug in. There's a green with green right there, and brown with brown. Now you plug in your power, but instead of plugging in this one into it, you just plug in your loop. There's the loop, see? And then I'm gonna plug it into this bad boy right here. The other two are plugged in, but the last one is not. So there's the loop. Alright. And then you just plug in your MMI, but in this case, you know, I'm gonna plug in this. Yeah, I'll plug this one just so you guys see exactly how that works. Let me just put the camera here. This. And then we'll just plug it in like that. And then just watch the magic happening. Look at that. Let's see. Whoa. So, see? You have everything there. And everything is working out just like it should. I was like so happy when I saw that. Okay, I'm gonna show you that it also works with the other one. So I was able to clean my MMI board, no problem, you know. So we'll turn it off. And then the ones from eBay, those little boards, they work because it's working with this one. So let me show you. Goes in there. And you turn it on. And this is working too. See? So there it is, guys. If you want to fix this, it's totally doable. You just have to get a little bit of your brain into it. Just a bit. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel for more car videos.